Martin Luther King Jr. stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, gazing out at the sea of faces before him. The air was thick with anticipation, a buzzing energy that seemed to vibrate through the very earth. It was August 28, 1963, and the March on Washington was reaching its peak. His heart raced, but his mind was calm, grounded in the words he had carefully prepared. Yet, deep inside, he knew that this moment was more than just a speech. It was the culmination of years of struggle, sacrifice, and a dream that had lived in his heart for as long as he could remember. He cleared his throat, stepping forward to the podium. As the crowd fell silent, King's voice rang out, strong and steady. "I have a dream," he began, and the world seemed to hold its breath. His words echoed through history, painting a vision of a nation united in equality and justice. A vision where his children would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. The dream he spoke of wasn't just his own. It was the dream of a generation of people, oppressed by segregation and racism, but steadfast in their belief that change was possible. But the journey to this moment had not been easy. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, on January 15, 1929, King was raised in a world where the color of a person's skin determined their fate. His father was a preacher, and his mother a nurturing, strong woman who instilled in him the values of faith and equality. From an early age, King was taught to stand up for what was right, even when it seemed like the world was stacked against him. As a young man, King went to seminary and earned his doctorate in theology, but it was in Montgomery, Alabama, where his voice truly began to rise. When Rosa Parks, an African-American woman, was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a segregated bus in 1955, King was called upon to lead the Montgomery bus boycott. It was a pivotal moment that would define his path as a civil rights leader. The boycott lasted for over a year, with King enduring personal attacks, threats to his life, and constant pressure. Yet, he stood firm, preaching a message of nonviolence and love. The boycott succeeded in ending segregated seating on public buses, a victory that fueled the movement and sparked nationwide attention. King's journey was not without its struggles. He faced countless obstacles, including opposition from government officials, threats of violence, and even arrests. But he was unwavering in his belief that the power of love and nonviolent resistance could bring about lasting change. In his speeches, King often referenced the idea of the beloved community, a world where people of all races, backgrounds, and faiths could come together in harmony. His vision of a just society was one where the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood transcended hate and division. It was a dream he carried with him through every march, every speech, and every protest. By the time of his assassination on April 4, 1968, King had transformed the civil rights movement and left a legacy that continues to inspire. His dream, though not fully realized in his lifetime, had planted the seeds for a future of greater equality and justice. The crowd at the Lincoln Memorial, listening to his voice that day, did not know it then, but King's dream would become their own. And though he would no longer walk among them, his words would live on, guiding generations to come. "I have a dream today," King had said, and that dream, like a spark in the darkness, would continue to burn bright,